It'll crank but not start. But there is a ton of oil in there. So we're probably about 85 to 90, which is in spec. Well, crap. There's where the oil level should be. I know it's not focused. We are clear up here as far as oil. This thing has some good get up and go for being a little 570. Alright, so today we have a 2016 Ranger 570 here that the customer states has a hard time starting, and she's seeing what she believes is gas drip out of the airbox. And that is not a good sign. I did go ahead and pull the airbox open. The filter don't look too bad besides my dirty fingerprints there. It's not saturated in gas or oil. It doesn't smell like gas. But there is a bit of residue in the bottom of the airbox here, which I think, it doesn't smell like gas, so it might just be oil. So it could just possibly be some blow-by getting through the crankcase vent, which is still not a good sign. That would mean that it's probably looking like a top end rebuild on this guy. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this intake off here, see if there's any residue or anything in it. If it's clean, then chances are it's just coming up the crankcase vent. And this guy does not want to start. At least it wouldn't start for me at all when we brought it up. It'll crank but not start. As you can hear, the battery sounds good and strong. She just won't fire. So I'm gonna dig into it a little bit more here, and I will check back in with you when I find anything, if I find anything. Alright guys, so I just popped the intake tube off that runs from the air box to the resonator box back here. And there is some oil in there. But I know she's had this back to the dealer before for the same issue, and they told her, quote unquote, she wasn't driving it fast enough. Now I'm sorry, but it shouldn't matter whether you're going 2 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour, or 222 miles an hour. How fast you go has no bearing on if you're getting fuel or oil into the airbox. So to me, that excuse is simply just an excuse, and that dealer doesn't know what they're talking about. Now I did notice a lot of oil around here, so I don't know if they smeared some around to make it easier to get the hose on. And that's what we're seeing here. I know it's kind of hard to see in there because the inside of the tube looks clean. It looks like it's just around where the pipe goes. But that is definitely oil. So I don't know if they just smeared a little oil around here to put stuff together easier or not. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the resonator box off here and take a look in it. All right, you guys ready for this? This is the resonator box. And it's not running out very well, but there is a ton of oil in there. If I could get the light in here, I know you guys can't see in there. Trust me when I say there is quite a bit in there. Like there, you can see the shiny reflection of it. So, we gotta figure out what's causing that. My guess is it's just blow-by, and she's gonna need a top end rebuild. I'm gonna give her a few cranks here now that she's open, and see if we get anything coming out the throttle body. Well, before I get too crazy, I am going to check for spark. And I think I will go ahead and do a compression test then, since I'll have the spark plug out to check for spark. Alright guys, I'm trying to get this the best I can. I got my compression tester all hooked up here. Now these Ranger 570s do have an automatic decompression. So at wide open throttle, I'm only going to see 80 to 120 PSI. on the compression test. If we got good compression, anything lower than that, then there's definitely something going on. That should be enough. So we're probably about 85 to 90, which is in spec. Well, crap. Now it's got me questioning what in the world is going on. Well, I think I cracked the case, guys. First off, this spark plug is shot. I put a different spark plug I had laying around to check for spark, and it got 5 times the spark this one did. This would go every once in a while, and that was it. So this guy is shot, so we need a new spark plug. That's number one issue. Now, the issue for the oil, again, that's gonna go back to the dealer. There is a reason why you should never overfill this thing. Look how much, there's where the oil level should be. I know it's not focused. We are clear up here as far as oil. So, the last time this thing was serviced, which was at the exact same dealer that told her she wasn't running it fast enough, that's why she was getting gas and oil in her air box, way overfilled the oil when they serviced it. And they didn't just overfill it by a little bit. That looks to be like a whole extra quart they dumped in there. So no wonder you're getting all the oil that's blowing in to the air box, is because it's too full. There's no place for it to go. So I'm gonna drain some oil out of this to get it to the correct level, get a new spark plug ordered, and then we'll see if this guy will fire up. And of course, if it does, we'll have to do a little bit of testing to make sure everything's running okay. All right, new spark plug is all installed. I still gotta add a little bit of oil into it because I drained just a touch too much, but we can check and see here if this is gonna start with the new spark plug. And I think that was our main issue for the no start. Like nothing. All right, I'm gonna clean all the oil out of the air box and the air box lid and out of the resonator box. Reinstall everything, throw the bed back on here, and we should be good to go to return it to the customer. After a short little test ride, of course. Yep. All right, time for the all-important test drive. We already pulled out of the garage. Everything seems to be good. My little buddy's gonna come with me here. We'll go for a little test drive and recheck the oil, make sure we got it topped off to the correct level this time, right, Torin?
Yeah.
But I think we should be good to go now.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna lock the rear diff in.
Why?
So we have two-wheel drive. Otherwise, it's just one-wheel drive. Oh, not much fuel. Hopefully there's enough to go around the field and back. say, another job well done. Fist bump. All right.